Happy release week. Hi, my name is Dawn Dalton. I am a freelance writer and author, with my debut novel having come out on Tuesday, March 26th. I can't believe I get to say that. And I just wanted to go through like the day leading up to my release day, and sort of what I've learned since my book was released. So obviously I chose to self-publish Game On through Draft2Digital because I'm cheap and I didn't want to buy an ISBN, and Draft2Digital seemed like it would be a lot easier to sort of ease myself into self-publishing. So the process of getting my book up on Draft2Digital was fairly simple, and now that I know how it works, I can more easily do it the next time, and I know how to make sure that everything lines up exactly the same from book to book to book. My biggest problem that I had uploading my book was literally just not knowing what needed to be separate from my manuscript and what needed to be actually inside of my manuscript. And also that I can just be like, hey, you're missing one of my chapters in your formatting. Please format this the same way you're formatting the rest of my chapters. And then after that, it was mostly a waiting game. You had to wait for Barnes & Noble to accept your accept your book. This one, waiting to publish. The biggest problem being Amazon. And they continue to be a little bit of a thorn in my side, but we'll get to that. First, let's look at the lead up to release day and release day itself. Happy Monday. I'm only going to do a couple of days, I think, for this video. Just sort of the day before, the day of, and the day after release day, just so you can see how bad I screwed up on my release, and kind of how I'm keeping myself sane during my very first book release. Today is Monday. On Mondays, I have a lot of chores that have to get done because it's just the way it works out. So I have a few pieces that are just low-hanging fruit. Like I have to clean off my part of the table, which is literally a coffee cup. I need to clean off my desk because it's a little bit messy, and I need to take out like one thing from the fridge to get the fridge clean. I'm usually pretty good about staying on top of the fridge lately so that it doesn't become a disaster area. Other than that, I am working my way through press start, getting everything organized into actual chapters. I am typing up Roll of the Dice and writing or drafting other books. I think today, because every day I try to do 2 chapters of press start, I know I'm going to be getting to the part where I might only get 1 chapter done because it needs so much work. But then I also type up 1,000 words, some of those being in press start and some of those being in Roll of the Dice. And then I write 2 pages. Lately, I've been working in the series that I've been calling Call Signs, which is a nod to Mask Talk. But I think today I'm actually going to work on Love in the Shadows, because that is one of the books that was on the docket for this year to be written up and typed up, and I have a fairly good handle on it. I've reached a point in Call Signs where it needs to sit in my hindbrain and just mull in there. I'm also having the same problem with Picking Up the Pieces, where it needs to sit and marinate for a little bit longer before I do anything with it. Other than that, I do have to do a review of a book that I got so that I can get that turned in. And I do want to continue making weekly pages for my planner because I didn't make enough to have for Q2, and obviously Q2 is coming up real quick, so I want to get all that done. But other than that, it's just got to get grocery shopping done, got to get laundry started. I do want to be back in like an hour or so from grocery shopping, so I need to hop on that. Cleaning off my desk shouldn't take that long. Most of it just needs to go back in the drawer. But I want to actually draw up my weekly page first because a bunch of this stuff gets used in my weekly pages. Let's get started and knock out as much as humanly possible, hopefully before my husband gets home. And yeah. Happy release day. I don't know how I should really be feeling today about this. On one hand, I have been working towards this for most of my life, and to have a book out in the wild is amazing and thrilling and nerve-wracking, especially when a lot of people I know are like, oh, I'm gonna pick that up, you know, can I get the link for it? Today, Amazon finally got its crap together and published my ebook. Of course, my ebook and my paperback aren't on the same page where you can flip tabs back and forth, because why would we make everything simple? Yesterday we lost internet, so anything I wanted to work on Canva I couldn't do, so I don't have a really fun graphic for today, and my best friend is better at marketing me than I am. She's already posted a picture of her ordering my book and congratulating me on reaching my goal, which is super duper sweet. So I reposted that to my personal Facebook. I am about to do a huge link dump on my personal Facebook to point all of my friends towards my professional Facebook, and then I need to make a post on my Instagram and professional Facebook and update a few links on my website, because now I have the paperback links available. So yeah, it's weird. My class is canceled for tonight, so I have no distractions from the thoughts of, should I check to see if my book is selling? Should I not check? What should I be doing? I've already edited my 2 chapters for today. I still need to do my book review of the role-playing book that I need to review. I was going to do it yesterday, but I also wanted to double check the previous review I did of the book before it in the grouping, and with the internet out I couldn't, so That's on today's docket, especially now that I don't have class. So I need to pull a picture off of my phone and just keep on keeping on, and try to distract myself as much as humanly possible, because I don't know what else to do. I should have marketed this better. I should have done a lot of things differently. But at the same time, it's out now. And I can't believe that that little girl who learned to write down the stories in her head is now a published author. And one of my friends who's also a writer is right. It hits in waves. Like, I will go from perfectly fine to freaking out to happy tears, all the emotions. And I'm proud of myself for not giving up. I know that there's a lot that I could have done differently with this book, but considering the voices in my head that I had to get over that sounded like my guidance counselor in middle school and high school, who told me that I couldn't do this, to the English teacher who tried to talk me out of this, screw you guys, I did it. And whether or not this book flops, I learned a lot from this process, and I am now a published author without having to pay Vanity Publishing House to do it. So I'm gonna probably treat today mostly like it's no different than any other day, other than doing a little bit of marketing and maybe doing a few dread looking at my account. But yeah, so happy release day. It's finally here, and my book is out in the wild, and I can't believe it actually happened. This was not how I hoped release day would go. I made my post on Facebook, my personal one, to all of my friends and family who don't follow my author page, basically throwing out every link known to God and man at them, including, my YouTube channel. Actually, I don't think I did my YouTube channel. Whoops. Including my author Facebook page so that they can actually follow what I'm doing, and the links to my book. And then I started getting messages that the link to Barnes & Noble is broken, and that Amazon is saying that it's out of stock. This book is print on demand. It should never be out of stock, ever, not even a little bit. Before today, it was available for pre-order, so I have no idea what the hell is going on. I've already contacted Draft2Digital to find out what is going on with my print book. My ebook is still up with Amazon. Like, you can get the Kindle edition, but you can't get my print book. And a lot of my friends want the print book because they want me to sign it. So right now, it looks like the only copy of my print book that exists is the one I own. So we'll see if Draft2Digital gets back to me about what the hell is going on with my book, because I have a bunch of people who want it who can't seem to get their hands on it. And yeah, so that's fun for release day. I've already edited my chapters for the day, and I'm working on typing up Roll of the Dice, but my heart is just heavy because this was supposed to be a joyful, happy day, and it's turning into a disaster. I've also turned to a couple of my writing groups to see if anybody else has had this problem, and thus far the answer I'm getting is, oh, I only use Draft2Digital for everything but those two, and I do those two myself, which is not comforting at all, not even a little bit. So yeah, that's how today is going, and I don't know if I want to just scream or cry. Might do both. Or I might just pretend like today isn't release day and go back to my regularly scheduled writing, because it's the only thing I can do at this point. It's out of my hands until I get contacted by Draft2Digital or the problem fixes itself. And I'm hoping that it was just a glitch in the system where it went from pre-order to order and something unexplained happened and it gets fixed. I'll keep you updated. It's been 2 days since my release of my book, and as of the last time I looked, Amazon still doesn't have my book up as a print book. They have my Kindle version. They have finally put the Kindle and the print on the same page, which why they didn't do that sooner, beyond me. But they never actually had the pre-order of my book up for my Kindle version. I did end up emailing Draft2Digital with the issues I was having, not realizing that my Barnes & Noble issue was user error and I had the wrong URL. And they got back to me this morning letting me know that, hey, yes, your book is up on Barnes & Noble, and yes, we see that your book is being sold by third-party sellers on Amazon, which means that they're ordering those books generally through Barnes & Noble and reselling them on Amazon. So you're still getting your royalties, but anybody who's buying them off of Amazon is getting screwed because it's almost $10 more than what I'm charging for the book, or what I was planning on charging for the book. One of the good things about using Draft2Digital is I don't have to go to Amazon and be like, hey, knock this crap off, don't do it. They are putting in Draft2Digital is putting in a ticket for me. So I just have to sit back and wait for Amazon to hopefully pull their heads out of their butts and take down these third-party sellers, or at least put my book up for the price that I said it was supposed to be. But it is also at their discretion. So if you want to buy my book, I suggest getting it at Barnes & Noble because you'll be paying less for the book. I just looked at my reports for Draft2Digital, and I do actually have a few sales. I know that they'll be trickling in as the weeks go on, just as books actually show up to people's houses. So that's good. One of the things that I learned through this process is I may actually want to upload my novels to KDP myself instead of going through Draft2Digital, just so I have a little bit more control over that side of it. I need to look into my ISBN and see if I have to completely change the ISBN of my book if I move it off of Draft2Digital, because that was Draft2Digital's ISBN. That also would give me a little bit more control over doing a Kindle Unlimited on my Kindle version, running a few sales, that type of thing. The good thing for release day was my village. My friends rallied around me. My childhood best friend actually was the one who posted first that my book was out. I hadn't even gotten a chance to post about it, which makes me want to cry a little bit that she did that for me. I know my mom ordered a copy, my mother-in-law ordered a copy, like my village rallied, my friends shared my post. One of the communities that I hang out with, they all hadn't realized that I was putting out a book, and they're like, wait, what? What's the name of the book? Like, let us get on that. And what do you mean you're writing this other series that is more up our alley? Get that out. So it was an okay day, mostly frustrating just in Amazon's inability to have my book available on release day. So I don't know if it's just that I need to go the KDP route to get that book out on release day and make sure that Amazon is listing it properly, or if I just need to upload sooner to make sure that my book is available on release day. I'm sure as the weeks go on, I'll have more insight once my brain kind of digests everything. But for now, that's what I got. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with me on this journey and has rallied around me. It means the world to me. If you want to continue watching me sort of fumble my way through learning how to write, publish, edit, and all that fun stuff with my novels, be sure to feed the algorithm, boop that like button, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.